Gene. Ford's yelling about the noise.
Okay.
Say, can't you sit someplace else but in Ford's chair? He's always squawking about you getting it dirty. Hey, Frog, will you go someplace else and sleep?
Hi, fellas. It sure is getting warm here, ain't it?
No! I'm on fire! No! All right, quiet now, everybody. Listen to the picture.
Ready, Ford? Now, if this horse will stand, I'm ready. All right, roll 'em. Action.
What were you going to tell me, Tom?
That I love you and want to take you back to Painted Valley.
And I love you too, Tom.
Get Autry ready for that chase stuff.
That's it. Print it. Have you been eating onions?
No, darling. Garlic.
Well, that's your last scene, Tom. Well, I'm glad of that. I can go on that fishing trip I've been planning. Where are you going? Anywhere to get away from these pictures. They're making a nervous wreck out of me. Out! Did you see that? He bit me.
Don't worry. We'll give him a dose of castor oil. He'll be all right. Thanks, pal.
See if you can't do my stunt scenes better, Autry. The last ones were very bad. If I weren't too valuable for the company to take chances on, I'd do them myself. Okay, Mr. Ford, I'll do my best.
Are you all ready, Gene?
All set. That was swell, Gene. We got some great stuff. Are you all right? Everything's 100%.
That's what he thinks.
What?
I want to ride! Champion, wait, I want to ride! Here, Champion, we got to get back to the studio!
Hiya, Fred. Where's Tom Ford?
He's gone on a vacation.
On vacation?
Yeah, up in the mountains fishing.
What mountains?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Holy smoke. I've got to find him. Oh. Get me Ford's house. If I don't find this guy, I'm in a jam. Hello. Is Mr. Ford there? He isn't. Well, when he comes in, will you tell him that he's not coming in? Do you know where I can reach him? You don't. Oh. Hello. Operator. Who's this, Gertie? This is Lee Wilson. No, I don't want a date. I want to locate Tom Ford. Call Big Bear. Call Arrowhead. Call the detective agency. Call anybody, but find him. And if you don't find him, call me an ambulance. Oh, this is terrible. I was supposed to tell him 3 days ago he's booked to appear at the Texas Centennial. Now what am I going to do?
What? Why, ask me. I thought you publicity guys knew everything.
Oh.
The director must have been kidding you.
Hey, Tom, Ford, wait a minute. Boy, I never was so glad to see anybody in all my life.
What's the matter?
Well, we've got you booked for personal appearances at the Texas Centennial in Dallas.
You've got me booked.
Yeah.
Have a mustache.
You nitwit. You fathead. You bungler. You good for nothing.
But I've called every place. I know, Mr. Swartz. I've even got a detective agency looking for him.
Do you realize what it means to this studio if Ford doesn't appear at the Centennial?
Yes, Mr. Swartz.
Do you realize it is all your fault that he wasn't notified?
Yes, Mr. Swartz.
And do you realize you're fired if you don't find him?
Yes, Mr. Swartz.
You don't think I'm kidding, do you?
Yes, Mr. Swartz. No, Mr. Swartz, no.
Get busy.
Yes, Mr. Swartz.
Who's there? Toodles who?
Toodles Brown, who'd you think?
Oh, go away.
Oh, Daddy Kid.
I said go away. What are you doing here?
Don't you remember last night? You promised to make a movie star out of me.
Oh, that was last night. Make stars. Make stars. That's just what I'll do.
Oh, goody, goody. Wait for me, Daddy Kid. Oh, hey, Daddy Kid, wait.
Let me go. I'm in a hurry.
Oh, but I've got a new dance step I want to show you. Watch. 1, 2. How do you like it?
Say, I think you've got something there. If you can do that 500 times, you're a cinch.
Oh, why, that's easy. Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
I'm getting awful tired of being a manicurist for a horse. There ain't no future in it.
Well, what do you want to be?
Well, I'd like to be a stuntman like you.
Oh, you're too fat.
I ain't either. I can do anything on a horse anybody else can do.
Can you let the croup him out?
Well, sure. Well, what is that?
Well, it's like this.
Oh, shucks, I can do that. That's a cinch. I didn't jump high enough, did I?
Look out, Frog.
Why don't you look where you're going?
I'm sorry, Frog. You seen Gene? Oh, there you are. How are you, Palsy Walsy? Boy, am I glad to see you.
Why?
Well, I'm in trouble, and you're the only guy can help me. You will, won't you?
Well, now, that all depends.
Now, what kind of talk is that? What did I say to you that time you wanted to borrow $20?
You said you wanted $5 interest.
I forgot about that, but look, you wouldn't refuse to throw a rope to a drowning man, would you?
No?
Well, how about throwing me one? I can't get out of here.
Oh, never mind him. This is serious. Look, Ford got away on his vacation before I had a chance to tell him that he's booked to appear at the Dallas Centennial, and you've got to go in his place.
What? Are you crazy?
I will be if you don't say yes.
Nothing doing.
Oh, please, Gene, please.
Oh, I can't go down there and make a big show of myself in front of all those people. And besides, I don't know anything about personal appearances.
You don't have to. I've got detectives looking for Ford. They'll find him before we reach Dallas. This is just to fool the old man. And we got to start tomorrow.
Well,
attaboy, I knew you'd do it for a pal. But remember, this is just between the three of us.
488, 489, 490, 491, 496, 93, 495, 496, 497, 198, 499, 500.
I wish that detective agency'd hurry and find Ford. Oh, they'll find him before we get to Dallas. I hope so. Got a hunch I hadn't ought to let you talk me into this. Oh, now stop worrying. Everything's going to be all right. Just relax.
By remote control, direct from their bus as they travel the highway, we bring you the light crust doughboys.
Open road out toward the setting sun. Texas lies behind us and our work has just begun. Traveling through the mountains where the skies are always clear. Singing songs that you all like to hear. Bringing songs of happiness to drive all care away. Strumming on our banjo, playing tunes of yesterday. Troubles come and go, but what are we? For having a lucky bag of fun.
Fellas all right?
Yep, just shook up a bit.
Hey, Sam, here's the...
I saw the whole thing. It was all your fault.
I guess you're right, miss. I'm sorry.
It was nothing but carelessness. Now all my steers are loose.
Did you say your steers?
Yes, my steers.
Well, I'm sorry, miss.
You already said that. If you were anything but a drugstore cowboy, you'd be out there helping my men round them up.
Get out the saddle, Frog.
Ford, the Western Star?
No, ma'am. I mean, yes, sure, that's him, in person.
Oh.
Hey, get around there. Hey.
I thought for a minute we wasn't going to get him.
Okay, boys.
Well, what do you think of your drugstore cowboy now?
I think I owe him an apology.
I got it! Come here, help! I got it! Stay with it, girl! Hold it right! Get away! I got him!
Hello, Daddykins. Are we at the Centennial?
You're as close as you're going to get.
Oh, Daddykins.
Stop calling me Daddykins.
All right, Daddykins. Oh, boy.
Here comes a bus, and you're going back to the studio.
Oh, but... But I don't want to go back.
If you want me to make you a star, you've got to do just as I say. Here's your bus fare.
See you later, Daddykins.
Not if I see you first.
After that, the drought came along and took nearly all the cattle we had left.
Well, that's enough to discourage anyone.
Things did look pretty badly. But then the Centennial made me a good offer to use my steers in their cavalcade show.
I'm glad you decided to take them there yourself.
So am I.
There. That ought to be enough for everybody.
I'll tell them to stop.
No, we better eat as we travel. You're late now on account of the accident.
But how will the men get their sandwiches?
Oh, that's easy.
Frank, pull past the other car. I'm mad about you. Don't you want to get in here with me now?
No, thanks.
But we'll never get to the Centennial at this rate.
Well, it suits me. Here's your lunch.
I don't want any.
Better take it. It's a long time till supper.
Oh. I said I don't want any.
on. We're late now.
I'll see you on the ground.
You mean this isn't goodbye?
Why, certainly not.
I'll be looking for you.
Okay.
Hurry up.
We've got to go meet the officials.
Not me. I'm through.
Oh, wait a minute, Gene, old pal. I know how you feel. You met a nice little girl and you hate to fool her. But take it from me, women like to be fooled. Look how I fooled Toodles.
Oh, hello, Daddikin.
This broadcast is coming to you direct from the magnificent Esplanade of State on the grounds of the Texas Centennial Exposition, where a representative of His Excellency the Governor will welcome Tom Ford, the famous motion picture star. You can hear the band now as they parade down the Esplanade.
And Butler told me he didn't know where he was.
Looks like Ford's trying to give you the runaround.
Nobody gives Tony Rico the runaround when they owe him 10 grand. Get the car ready. We're going to Dallas.
Doesn't Tom look wonderful?
Just like a real star.
Ride, Ranger, ride. Ride, Ranger, ride. Right from the river to the sea, you have written history. Ride, Ranger, ride. You're a loyal Texas son, and we need you, everyone. Ride, Ranger, ride. Ride, Ranger, ride. You have conquered every foe since 100 years ago. Ride, Ranger, ride. For old Rangers who are gone, you are pledged to carry on. Ride, Ranger, ride.
Mr. Ford, the governor of the state of Texas deeply regrets that he could not be here to personally welcome you to the Texas Centennial Exposition. As his personal representative, it gives me genuine pleasure to cordially greet you and to present you with a commission in that historic police organization, the Texas Rangers. Well, thank you. I really feel that I don't deserve it, but I deeply appreciate it. And now, folks, your favorite Western star is a Texas Ranger. Thank you. Mr. Ford, I want you to meet Captain Leonard Pack and his famous horse, Texas. Mighty glad to know you, Captain.
Mighty glad to know you, Mr. Ford.
You too, Texas.
ask you to do is to wait here till I can find Ford.
Nothing doing. I don't mind being run over in stampedes, falling over cliffs, or fighting wild animals, but when a bunch of women tear my clothes off, I quit.
Oh, you don't want to let a little thing like losing your pants bother you. Why, one night last winter, I had to jump out of a two-story... Hello. Wide awake detectives? Yeah, this is Wilson. What's that? You found Tom Ford? You hear that? They found him. Where is he? At the Dallas Centennial. You heard him broadcast this afternoon. Oh. Well, so long. Oh, please, Gene, don't leave me now. I'm a sick man.
Did you hear about Marion?
No. What's the matter with her?
Well, just because she got here late, they're not going to use her steers at the cavalcade show.
Why, they can't do that.
Well, maybe not, but they're doing it, and she's just crying her eyes out.
All right. Either she gets the job or no more personal appearances.
You mean you're staying?
I'd like to see anyone try to make me leave.
Where are those officials?
Yippee! He's gonna stay. He's gonna stay. He's gonna stay. He's gonna stay. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la.
Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la.
Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la.
Oh, the lady known as Lulu. Is everybody down? Down around the dock, down along the lots of the Panama Canal. La-la-la-la-la-la. The lady known as Lulu goes on to meet the fleet. She signals with the hips to the battleship sailing through the tropic heat. La 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 la. Great guns, 47 cannons, one salute. Great guns, listen to the whistle go. Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo-doo. They're doing their blue. The Navy's only pal. You can have the coast, Lulu is the toast of the Panama Canal.
Seven cannons and one salute.
Great guns, listen to the whistles go. They're doing that for Lulu. The Navy's on the bell. You can have the post Lulu.
To the livestock building.
Hey, you're supposed to be at the radio station.
Gosh, I forgot all about it.
Say, you boys are pretty good. Come along, maybe I can find a spot for you.
Hello. Wilson, hello, hello. The operator. Wilson, what's wrong? Hello, hello.
I'm mad about you. Don't know why I should be. Just my luck I would be so mad about you. I'm mad about you. This is not a daydream. You should know the gay dream I've had about you. Each night I just close my eyes and hope it all comes true. What am I gonna do when I'm so mad about you? What a chance I'm taking. It must be love that's making me mad about you.
So he thinks he can be engaged to two people at once, does he? Mademoiselle should not have stayed so long in Europe.
Never mind, Aunt Patsy. We're flying to Dallas.
Did you put this in the paper about Marion and me being engaged?
I should say not.
Well, you know I wouldn't get engaged to her without telling her I'm not Tom Ford.
I tell you, I don't know anything about it.
Well, I think the whole thing's gone far enough.
Too far. And it's all your fault. If you hadn't started singing, they'd never have held us over another week.
Well, whose idea was it to bring me out here?
I know. I never thought there was this much trouble in the whole world.
The only thing I can think of is tell the truth. Tell everybody the truth.
Oh, no, we can't do that. Would ruin Tom Ford. The public would never believe that I planned all this. Oh, why was I ever born?
This is no time for riddles.
If anything worse could happen, I'd like to know what it is.
Oh, Ford, I want to see you alone a minute. Will you step outside, buddy?
But I really. Oh.
That's the stuff. Thanks, pal.
What do you want?
I want that 10,000, Ford.
What 10,000?
You forget a gambling that easy, don't you? Well, I don't. Let's have it.
I'm not Tom Ford. I'm his double. My name's Autry.
And mine's Robinson Crusoe. That's my man, Friday. What are you trying to pull?
All right, I'll prove it. Come here. Tell this fellow who I am.
Who's he?
Never mind. Who's he?
Well, it's Tom Ford.
Are you sure of that?
No, sure, I'm sure.
All right, if you're sure, let him pay the 10,000.
10,000? For what?
The gambling debt Ford owes him.
Oh, now, wait a minute, mister. Wait a minute. This isn't Tom Ford. This is Gene Autry. I was just kidding.
Well, I'm not. Quit stalling and write me a check.
I haven't got a check.
That's what I thought. Here's one made out. Just sign it, Mr. Ford. If this isn't good, I'm coming back. All right, Blackie.
How'd you find me?
Heard you sing on the radio. You have a pretty good voice, too. When are you going to sing again? I don't want to miss it.
What time is it now?
Stop it, Gene. Give him that left, Gene. Hello, boy. Just rehearsing for the cavalcade. Yeah, that's right. Having a lot of laughs.
Drop that gun. I'll take that check. Hello, operator.
What are you going to do?
Turn them over to the Rangers.
Oh, you can't do that. We have to tell him you're not Tom Ford.
All right. But there's one person I am going to tell. Here. I'm going to find Miriam.
Hey, this is a secret.
Well, she'll keep it.
I guess I made a mistake, buddy. You can put away that gun.
Now you're talking sense.
You say nobody knows Autry isn't Ford?
That's right.
What'd happen if they found out?
Oh, I'm afraid to think about it.
You must be pretty smart to pull a fast one like that.
Well, I've got brains.
Well, we won't argue about that. You have 25 grand here by 4 o'clock or I'll spill the whole works.
$25,000? Where am I going to get that much money?
From your studio. Well, that's cheap for protecting that good name.
But they don't know about it either.
You'll never have a better chance to tell them. It's 2 o'clock. I'll see you at 4.
I want to send a telegram.
$25,000 to save Ford's reputation. Positively no.
Yes, Mr. Schwartz.
I said no.
No, Mr. Schwartz.
Nobody's reputation is worth that much. Not even mine.
No, Mr. Schwartz.
What?
I mean, yes, Mr. Schwartz.
If it was to save Ford's voice, I might do it. Maybe.
Oh.
I want to talk to you.
How can you talk to me? You're in Dallas. I heard you on the radio a while ago.
That was Autry you heard. What's the idea of having him pose as me?
You mean Autry is sent down there to take your place at the Centennial?
Didn't you know it?
I don't know nothing. I'm just the owner of the studio.
Then Wellston's back of this.
Wilson. Aha. I smell a herring. He couldn't find you, so he sent Autry to take your place. But why does he want $25,000 to save your reputation?
My reputation? What's wrong with my reputation?
That's what I want to know.
Hello? Yes, I'm afraid it is. Oh, hello, Mr. Schwartz. Did you get my telegram?
Yes, I got it. But you don't get the $25,000. How are you going to save Ford's reputation when he's sitting right here at my desk?
Oh, then you know everything.
I know you're a faker, a chiseler, a conniver, and,
A fathead.
two of them. What do you want that money for?
Well, somebody found out that Autry's not Ford, and they want that much to keep quiet.
Blackmail, huh? Well, I'll fool him. Ford will fly down immediately and take Autry's place.
Oh, that won't work. I can't sing.
Oh, this is terrible. All right. I'll send the money right away. Can you get anything off for cash? What kind of a businessman are you? I'll wire the money right away, but I'll take it out of your salary. You'll work for nothing the rest of your life.
Yes, Mr. Schwartz. The rest of my life.
Oh. Now, don't move. Oh. You thrilled me, didn't you?
What's the idea, you lug?
Huh?
I say, what's the idea?
That's the first time I ever heard a horse talk.
Me too. I sure fooled you that time.
You know, for a minute I thought I was going crazy.
Yeah.
Say, how much would it cost me to learn that ventriloquist stuff? $5 a lesson. Ain't got that much.
You know where Mr. Ford is?
Sure, he's over at the cavalcade.
Well, if you see him before we do, tell him that Miss Van Avery, his fiancée, is here.
Sure, we'll tell him.
There's something you should know about me. I should have told you when we first met, but...
Can I see you a minute?
What do you want?
Well, it's important.
I'm busy now. I'll talk to you later.
Well, later will be too late. Your fiancé's here.
Now, what?
Your fiancée, the girl you're going to marry.
Why, there must be some mistake.
Darling, I just got back from Europe yesterday and thought I'd surprise you. Aren't you glad?
Well, you certainly did. I mean, I'm awful glad.
And now we have a specialty number by Mr. Tom Ford and his famous horse Champion, one of the world's finest trained animals.
Knock 'em dead, Ford. Come on, Miss Van Avery. We'll go out front where we can see it better.
See you later, darling.
Let's get going. I've been rehearsing my part for a week, and boy, I know it perfect.
Mr. Tom Ford and his horse Champion.
You're hit pretty bad, old fellow. I wish it were me instead of you. Oh, I know you're suffering. But there's nothing I can do for you except... So long, pal.
Oh, faithful, we rode the range together. Oh, faithful, in every kind of weather. When your roundup days are over, there'll be pastures white with clover. For you, oh, faithful pal of mine. Hurry up, old fella, 'cause the moon is yellow tonight. Hurry up, old fella, 'cause the moon is yellow and bright. There's a coyote howling to the moon above. Carry me back to the one I love. Hurry up, old fella, 'cause we gotta get home tonight. Oh, faithful, we rode the range together. Oh, faithful, in every kind of weather. When your roundup days are over, there'll be pastures white with clover. For you, oh, faithful pal of mine.
I ain't gonna be a villain no more.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miriam, please listen to me. I have a confession to make. You folks all think I'm Tom Ford, but I'm not. I'm Gene Autry, his double. Mr. Ford went away on a vacation and couldn't be found. So to help out a friend, I took his place.
Oh.
I wish to cast no reflections on the management of the Centennial or on Mammoth Studios or upon Mr. Ford, as they are entirely unaware of my impersonation. If anyone is to blame, it is I. And I ask your forgiveness.
We don't care who you are. We're for you.
You hear that? They like him.
Why shouldn't they? Plenty good. Well, so long.
So long. Yes, sir. Everything's going to be all right. Hey, you don't get that money now. I told everything. There's nothing to hide. Help, police, I've been robbed. Stop, thief. Help, police, I've been robbed. Stop, thief. Help, police, I've been robbed. Stop, thief.
That concludes our broadcast of the cavalcade. We will now switch controls back to this radio station. This is
Calling all Texas Centennial Rangers. Be on the lookout for 3 men full of stolen money. I mean 3 satchels full of stolen men. I mean 3 men with a satchel full of stolen money. Don't let them get out of the ground. Calling all Centennial Rangers. Calling all Rangers. Be on the lookout for 3 men with a satchel containing $25,000. They stole it. Don't let them get out of the grounds. They're carrying a brown satchel. 2 of them are wearing dark suits and hats. The other has on a gray suit.
Come on.
Calling all Rangers. Calling all Rangers. Watch all exits. 3 men just stole $25,000. They got it in a brown satchel. The men are desperate and are armed. Be careful. Watch all exits for 3 men with a satchel. Here, you broadcast. I've got to find Gene.
Calling all Rangers. Attention, all Rangers. Be on the lookout for 3 men carrying a brown satchel. It contains stolen money. 2 of the men are wearing dark suits, the other a gray suit. They are desperate.
This must be that place they're having that show.
Look, here comes somebody.
Have you seen 3 men with a satchel full of money?
No, I haven't.
Well, I'd sure like to get my hands on them.
Wait a minute. If we can change our code, we'll have a chance of getting out of here.
It's time for the finale.
You mean you want me to go on?
Certainly.
But I'm not Tom Ford.
That doesn't make any difference. The people want you.
Go ahead, Gene.
All right.
Come on, you fellas, get on the stage. The finale's going on. Hey, you people over there, come on!
Texas under 6 flags. An empire on parade. The imperial flag of Spain. Fleur-de-lis of France. The eagle and serpent of Mexico. The Lone Star of Texas. Stars and bars of the Confederacy. Stars and stripes forever.
These men took my $25,000.
Well, what are you doing with that much money?
I'm not doing anything with it. They got it, and you got to find them.
There they are, Daddykins.
Stop, thief!
Cover the driver. Come on.
Get Dorrell. My money! Stop, please! Stop! Stop! Give me back my money! Stop, thief! Stop, thief! Stop, thief! Give me back my money! that money?
In the back of the stage.
Lock him up, Ranger. He's lonesome for a nice, cool cell.
You saved it, you saved it. My troubles are over. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. It's gone.
Oh, sure it is. I took it when the robbers were changing their clothes.
Why didn't you tell me before?
Oh, you were running too fast.
Well, where is it?
I had it in a rickshaw, but I lost it in the lagoon.
In the lagoon? Where?
Right over there.
Oh.
Isn't he silly?
I'm mad about you. Don't know why I should be. Just my luck I would be so mad about you. I'm mad about you. This is not a day.
Gene's double ready for the stunt
you
scene?
should know
I'll
the
see.
gay dream I've had about you each night.
Make it snappy, Ford, will you? We'll be ready for you in a minute.
All right. And hope it all comes true.
You do what I do.
I'm mad about you. This is not a daydream. You should know the gay dream I've had about
I made it. I'm a stunt man. Oh, let me off. Let me off.
What am I gonna do when I'm so mad about you? What a chance I'm taking. It must be love that's making me mad about you.